Do you ever feel overwhelmed by anxiety in your life? And I don't just mean in the moment, though that's a real thing. I mean your whole life, right? That you can't think clearly, you live in a haze sometimes, you get overwhelmed, and it's just a struggle to know what to do moment to moment and to find yourself some peace and clarity in your decisions and what you're trying to do in your responsibilities. Well, today we're going to talk about a method called STOP. STOP. And it's an acronym that's going to take you through a tool for recalibrating yourself and moving forward with clarity. And hopefully it'll allow anxiety to be less of an issue for you as you move forward in your day-to-day tasks, but also just to try to find direction and clarity for your whole life. My name is Tyler. I operate a Catholic mental health practice called Archangel Catholic Counseling, and I want to make sure that you've got the tools you need to live a full life of freedom so you can pursue sainthood the way you were meant to. For a bit of context, this tool is from something called DBT, Dialectical Behavioral Therapy. It was created by Dr. Marsha Linehan, and it's a style of therapy that is about retraining the brain, the way it thinks, and is especially focused on tools. And so for a lot of people, this can be helpful if they're action-oriented individuals. There's a lot of modalities of therapy. Sometimes more than one can be helpful, but DBT is just one of them, and this is an example of a tool that you would learn alongside of working with a professional. Now, the first step of the STOP method is S, which stands, no surprise, for stop. This is the hardest one. You need to catch that your anxiety is starting to control you. You need to catch that you're feeling overwhelmed. And that's harder than it sounds. Be very, very aware of what you're feeling. Begin journaling things that will help you develop pattern recognition of what's going on. But once you notice you're being overwhelmed in anxiety, whether it's a decision or you read a bad message or something happens to trigger these feelings of anxiety, you need to stop. Stop. Don't move. Literally freeze your body. Just stop moving. And let your brain catch up to the fact that you're no longer taking in inputs as much as you can. Obviously, you're always going to take in some stimulus, but to sit there or stand there and just stop. Really, if it hits you in the grocery store, just stop pushing your cart and just sit there for a minute. Just stop. That is step one of the STOP method. The S is stop. Don't move. Let your body become still. Phase 2 of the STOP method is to take a step back. The T stands for take a step back, breathe, reset. Step 1, you're going to stop. So let's say you get an email that causes a lot of anxiety. Maybe it's from a coworker, a boss, or a family member, and what it says just adds stress to your life. So stop. Don't move your hands, keep them on the keyboard, stop moving, stop spinning your chair, just stop. Then T, take a step back, maybe stand up, walk somewhere else, and breathe. Breathe in deeply and slowly, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Maybe do that 3 or 4 times. And reset. Say, okay, that event has come, and it has passed, and now I'm resetting, and I'm going to think about it differently. So stop, don't move. Allow your mind to catch up with the fact that your body is done moving. And then take a step back, get up, go somewhere else, breathe, reset your energy level. The third step for the STOP method is O, and that stands for observe. This is about calmly allowing your thoughts to come in and come out and just to see what they are and to identify them. A great image for this is that you're sitting on a park bench and you're watching people walk by. There's the jogger that goes by, the person walking their dog, the elderly couple on a cute date. It's observation, allowing your thoughts to be those people. You don't sit there and make a lot of judgments about those people, or hopefully we don't. But we see them, we just recognize what they are and allow them to come and go in our field of vision. Same thing with your thoughts. This is called disassociation, and it's a really powerful way to take things from identifying with who you are anxious, you are stressed, whatever, and just making them out there. So you stop moving, let your mind catch up with the fact that your body has stopped. You, for T, take a step back, breathe, relax, take a step back. O, start to just observe. Don't cast judgment. Don't think that's a good thought or a bad thought. Just let thoughts come in and just say, that's what that is. And that's what that is. And just observe these things. O stands for observe. The fourth step to the STOP method for anxiety is P, and that stands for proceed intentionally. Proceed intentionally. Have a plan. Have a goal. For example, you were at your computer, the email came in, it caused stress, you stopped. You stopped typing, you didn't move, you just stopped. Eventually you kind of realize that, okay, I'm not moving. And then you go to T, take a step back, you get out of your desk, you walk down the hall, and you just breathe, and you reset. Doesn't have to be a big show, you just are calmly breathing and allowing your body to reset. O is observe, you start thinking about what came. Noticing your thoughts, what are you feeling? You're just identifying them, you're not casting judgment. I'm stressed because of how my boss said that. I'm stressed because of what that will mean for my work, or for my team, or for my client, whatever it is, in a workplace example. You just observe. Then P, proceed intentionally. So in this case, maybe you say, I'm going to go to my desk and I'm going to journal these things down. Don't have to take an hour. Just write a list. Here are the feelings I felt from this email. It could be something else. It could be a conversation. It could be some other part of your world that triggers this anxiety. And you could proceed by journaling, or calling a therapist, or talking to a friend, or knowing what my goal is. Okay, my goal is just to do the stop method every time it happens for the next week. Find some way to make the work from the S, T, and O matter with the P. Even if it's not revolutionary. Even if you don't change your life. That's okay. Find some way for there to end with an action. Something you do. Big or little. If it doesn't work, you can always change later, but start somewhere. S-T-O-P. You're going to stop, take a step back, observe, and then proceed mindfully. Proceed with intention. That's the P for the stop method. To bring this together, stop, S-T-O-P, is a way to help you combat anxiety. It's not the only tool you may need. It might not bring full healing. You might need to work with a professional, but this is a tool you can have in your tool belt. The way we describe it is that these are Band-Aids. If all you needed was a Band-Aid, you just had a scrape or something, a cut, fine. Then this tool is probably enough, and you know maybe going to professional help isn't necessary yet. But if you need more, the Band-Aid will still stop the bleeding until you can get to the doctor or get to the hospital, whatever it may be. So having these Band-Aids in your toolkit can be really, really powerful. So remember, S-T-O-P, stop, take a step back, observe, practice mindfully, proceed intentionally. Use the stop method when you feel overwhelmed by anxiety and begin taking steps towards understanding it and potentially finding healing and ease from the burden that anxiety can bring. You were meant for freedom to pursue sainthood, and that means managing your mental health. Not just getting out of bad experiences and mental illness, but going towards thriving. And if you have anxiety, that may be something that's holding you back from with freedom pursuing sainthood. So take yourself seriously, understand you're worthy of healing and worthy of freedom, and find the help you need. Up here, I'm going to put an end card for our video about 3 tips to fight anxiety. It's another 3 quick tools to put in your tool belt when it comes to anxiety. Watch that. Hopefully they're helpful as well. Comment below of anything you've used to help with your anxiety. Throw some other ideas out. Help our community as well. Like and subscribe for our channel because we're going to put a lot more content out here about how to fight things like anxiety, depression, OCD, scrupulosity, and a lot more. Thank you for watching. Have a great one.